Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dev Labs. So today in this video, I'll break down the router file in our Node.js. I'll be walking you guys on how to create a router using Node.js. So what is a router? A router is it acts like a bridge between the client request and the controller, and it's directing all those requests to the current function, to where you can apply every single thing. Like where we wrote our create user, sign in user, verify user, and so it's just connecting the client request and the controller. So that's just what it does. And sorry, in our last video, I forgot to I forgot to export this find one user. I didn't remember. So that's just it. So for us to begin with that, we're going to have to call a folder. We're going to name it router, create a file, router.js. So first we import the required node. We're going to be calling Express. So next we bring the functions from our controller. All those functions that we had, like create user. Yeah, so we're going to be calling all of them. All the functions are here. So let me just copy all of them to make it faster. So find one. So yeah, that's all. So after that, I'm now going to require, okay, I'm going to call in a controller. Yes. So that's just it. Okay, so now we initialize an express router. So next, we're going to be calling our express router. So what this does is just it creates a router object that will handle just API requests. So now it's time to let's define our routes. Now each route listens for a specific HTTP request and executes the appropriate controller function. So the first one we're going to be starting with is create user. So this is how we define a route. And this is the name that we're going to be calling it. This name are going to be calling it dot post. So you should just call it. So if you want to use it in the postman, all we need to do is just to use post so that it will call create user to register a new user as what we wrote in the controller. So it will just start. So the next one we're going to be defining is sign in user. So it's just the same thing. Sign in users. Sorry, this was supposed to be sign in users. No, it's supposed to be sign in user, not sign in users. So let me just change that quickly. Okay, so we're done defining the sign in user. Next, we're going to define verify user. So it's actually the same thing, just yeah. So all we need to just change a few things to make it faster. Verify user. So we're going to change this to get because we are getting the verification token. So that's why post is like when you're sending out something. So verify user. So I done. So it just checks if why am I using get is to check authentication using a JWT token because I'm getting it for us. So next we're going to find all users. So you just change this find all users. Find all users. Then change this to yes. So that's all for find all user. Next I'm going to update user. But this is going to be a lot different because we're like for us to like find all user for us to find one user we have to use the specific person because since we're finding just that one user we're going to be using the person's ID. So that's just going to be the difference. So we come here, type in user ID. So let me just take out that. Then your user ID. After that, that's when you now give it the name. Update on user. So because of our updating that person's user, we're like finding we're updating that one. So that's why we're updating it. So this time we're going to use patch because like you're opening and putting something inside, like so you have to like close it. Then yes, update one user, update user. So that's why you're giving the name update one user. Yeah, so next we are going to be looking for is next we're going to be using is retrieving a single user. That is the find one user. So it's just going to be the same thing. And because of our finding one user, we're going to be using that specific user ID. Find one user and change this to find one user. Exactly. Next one we're going to be doing is deleting one user. So we're still going to be using the user's ID because we are going to be deleting that specific user. So that's why we're using the user ID. So we change this to delete. Delete. This is supposed to be get, not patch. Then this is delete. Yes. Then delete user. Exactly. So now this is all the function that we're defining, all the routes. So next, finally, we export the router so it can be used in our main server file. So then, in normal way, we export your module.export. Uh, so your common. So it just allow other files to import and use this router. So that's just what it does. Okay, so that's just how short it is. So this is just the router that we're going to be using. And this is how we set up the router in our Node.js authentication system. This specific router, it efficiently directs requests to the appropriate controller functions. It will help our project to be well organized. So in the next video, we'll talk about, we'll move on, we'll go forward. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification for more tutorials. Thank you.